Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Angelica and I am an artist from Sweden, and I usually work in watercolors, but the recent time I have been really into acrylics, and for quite a long time I wanted to test out acrylic pouring, so today I thought it was time for that. And I know I'm a little bit late to the party, so to speak, but I thought better late than never. So here on the table behind me I have set up some different acrylic paints, different colors, and some wooden items that I will be pouring on. So just because I am a little bit late to the party, so to speak, I thought I will not be pouring on canvases, but instead I will be pouring on some wooden objects. And I have prepared these objects with 2 coats of gesso so that they can handle acrylic paint and pouring. And I have this tiny bottle of pouring medium that I bought 3 years ago, so it's time to use it up now. And I will, I don't know how long it will last. I have 9 different colors that I hopefully will be able to mix it with. But I thought it will last me as long as it lasts. So I will not mix up all the colors right away, just so I don't end up with no pouring medium and a lot of stuff left to pour on. Yeah, that makes sense, hopefully. Yeah. So with that being said, I will show you a little bit close up on the items on the table, and then we will just start with the pouring process, which I assume will be quite messy, so my table and my computer screen behind me is covered up a little bit for protection. Yeah, with that being said, we will just start. So here we have all the different stuff that I will be using, and I also have changed my sweater. So I have an old one that I don't mind getting any colors of. So I will just show you the colors that I'm planning to use. So here I have Liquitex Basic Acrylics in the Oxane Purple. And the rest is Winsor & Newton Galleria acrylics, except for this one. This is a golden acrylic with, it's an iridescent that I plan on using. No, you can't see, the camera won't focus, sorry. I will mix this with a couple of colors just to get them a little bit of a nice shine to them. And then I have a gold and a silver. And these two are not light fast, or at least they are not light fast rated. So I assume the light fastness of them is very bad. But I will use them anyway on this Christmas ornaments, because they will not be hanging out or all year round. And then I have cobalt blue hue. I have this phthalo green and phthalo blue that I intend to mix to get a more like turquoise color. And then I have Winsor blue. I have a little bit left in the paint tube that I will try to squeeze out, but I have this big 250 milliliters or 8.4 OS. I'm not sure how you say that. And I have titanium white. And also I have some ivory black. I will not use so much black. But I have planned to use on one of the wooden boxes. So here I have 2 wooden boxes in different sizes. I bought them in a pack of 4, so I have 2 more. I think this is the tiniest and this is like almost the biggest. And I have not painted the underneath of them, because I plan to just use some craft paint on that later. So, but otherwise they are gessoed, and I have used some masking tape on the locks and other things that I don't know what they are called in English. And I have 3 of these wooden ornaments that I have planned to left on this jewelry. I pronounced that wrong as well, but stand that you can hang necklaces and so stuff like that. So hopefully they will be good hanging on there while I'm pouring on them. And then I have a couple of palette knife in case I need them. And I have some mugs, plastic mugs, that I planned that I will be able to reuse. And also wooden sticks and a couple of gloves. So this is all the items that I will use. So now that I have shown you that, it's time for mix up the colors with the medium, the pouring medium. So I have no idea if I'm doing it right, but there is always a first for everything. So now let's start and put on some gloves and start mixing. Whee! Sorry, I'm a little bit childish today. I'm tired. So for this part, my main camera decided not to film at all, which I did not notice, but thankfully I had set up my other camera with a side view, so that is what you are seeing now, a little bit speeded up. So here I'm mixing the pouring medium with all the colors. I decided just to go in for it. And in, I think, 4 of the mugs I used a little bit more pouring medium and have a smaller amount in the rest of the mugs. And also I forgot to mention that I also had a permanent magenta as one of the colors. For some reason I forgot to tell you about that one. So here I just mixed, and with my white I had a very difficult time with mixing because that one is quite old and have begun to clump a bit. So I struggle with that and also with the black one. But Liquitex own basic color, the purple, the oxide purple, that one was very easy to mix with the pouring medium. So the next time I will trying to pour acrylics, I will buy a Liquitex basic black and white to use, because those mixes turn out quite thick, which later on gave me quite a difficult time with the pouring. So here I just mix. I did not measure so much. I just went after the right color so that I got a deep color, so to speak, and the gold and the silver was not easy to mix either. I think especially the silver did clump as well, but the silver and the gold is also quite old. So here is the main camera again, and now you can at least see the mixes that I did with all the different colors. And the permanent magenta turned out very well in the mix, because that color is quite dark in the tube, and I got a pretty nice and bright pink. And here I add in the iridescent, and I decided to mix it with 5 of the colors. And now back to real time again. Okay, so now I am back, and I think I forgot to show you, but I have actually taped the edges of the box. So hopefully later on when the paint has dried and I remove it, this will mean that I am able to open up the box quite easy. So either I have done something good or something really stupid. So that's why I am pouring on these boxes, because also while I gesso it, the tape has been there all the time. So I just thought I was going to show you that, so you know why I'm using boxes. So hopefully you can see this quite well. I don't want to zoom in too much, because I will soon have some paint on my finger, I suppose. And I will do the ornaments last. I start with the boxes and then just put them aside a little bit. So that's the plan. And if you hear some growling sound in the back, it's just my dog in the other room, scratching her own back and having fun, hopefully. So let's just start and see how this goes. Maybe I should start with the smaller one, I realized, and remove them. And I have them on this body butter jars from the Body Shop, one small and one big underneath this. Like I said, I like to reuse stuff. I don't have any really plan, but let's go in for this, and hopefully my camera will not close itself or just shut off. So like you can see, I have no idea what I am doing. And now while saying this, I realized that you usually put up colors in a cup and then pour it on. Yeah. It's time to think about that now. I think I will do that with the other one. Some colors. Like I said, don't like to waste stuff. Yeah, this will just be a mess. I did not think this through, so we will just try this way instead. And try to get the edges as well. So it was a good thing that I brought my palette knife, and I actually thought that the colors will be more runnier, but they apparently is not. Like I said previously, don't go after my test. To do this, yeah. I think that's maybe why some use a hairdryer. The top looks quite nice, not the rest. This is perhaps why people usually do this on canvases. Not so much, not so high edges. I just scrape up some colors. Yeah. But you know, the important thing when you mess up a little bit is that you can laugh about it. Which I can. So no harm done. And I got some blue in my white. This is just going great. Great, great, great. And a little bit more of pink. And I will just scrape that a little bit, scrape that around. So hopefully the whole thing will be covered, and put that to the side and take some more of the color and just add it there. So hopefully that will rin out a little bit. And yeah, messy. That's why I did cover my table. But now for the bigger one, let's try to do how it should be done. I will try to remove some of the color here. So not everything will be stuck later on. So, and here is my cup. So, start with some black. Some very, very thick black. And some nice blue. Not all of it. And some turquoise. Some magenta. Some purple. Some cobalt blue. And maybe I should have the black last, but it's too late for that. And my white, I got some blue in it. And a little bit more pink. So, now, let's try again. So I will just flip this, and fingers crossed, everyone. That looks much better. Yeah, I obviously should have watched some videos beforehand. But nothing is like, no time like the present. And I think I used a too big of a mug now, but that's the one I did find quite quick. Yeah, I will just remove it and we'll see what happens. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Oops, not over this. I think I will use my palette knife again, just to make sure it covers everything. And I will just put it there for a minute. My other camera died, so I need to change the battery in that. No time like the present. First, my second camera battery showed it was low, and the minute after I have changed that, this camera's battery went low. So hopefully this has not all dried. I just scraped that off to get most of the color. So let's start and pour again. And I can see that the black was quite thick, a little bit too thick. So if I ever do this again, it's Liquitex I should be using. or newer colors, or paints rather. If you ever hear me say color, but you can tell that I mean paint, it's because in Sweden the word for color and paint is the same word. It's färg. So that's why when I'm speaking English I mix up the word sometimes, because I'm so used to its one word for two things. I'm just scraping up some paint here, and my hand just starts shaking. This was quite an experiment. But you can hear I'm still laughing, so no worries. I do think I want some more pink. A little bit pink there, a little bit pink there. So I think if I ever should try this again, I will paint the rest of the box in some other color perhaps, but yeah. And I hope you can see everything I'm doing, and need to have this a little bit closer to me so I can see what I am doing. So but it actually, like I said, I think when I open the bottle it has quite a strong smell. The the pouring medium. It's hard to speak and do stuff at the same time. So I will set it there for a minute and try to cover most of it. And now it will just have to drop off the colors and or paint, all the paint, and once again I will try. It looks so messy. Yeah, I will throw away this anyway later on. So, but I will try to have some a little bit more cleaner when I'm starting with this. So now it's time for the ornaments. And I have no idea how to do this really, and I can see that I used too much color, a little bit too much. I will just try to pour some on directly to the bulb. And just continue with different colors. Oops. And let's try out silver. Clumpy silver. Oh my god. And some gold. I will just add the same colors to all of these. Perhaps not the gold. It was not a very nice gold actually. I don't feel it. More orangey. Or maybe I just had to add some white first and later on add the rest. Oh my god, don't do this at home. I think I will use the palette knife on these as well. Oh, yeah. Or maybe do one at a time instead of trying to do multiple. Hope you're enjoying to watch this. It's okay to laugh and I don't think that this was exactly what my mother wanted, but oh my god. I honestly feel like right now I'm just messing it up. Okay. This feel like a cringe-worthy video, if you know how to do this. Cringe away. Okay, now I will try to add some more of the different colors. Oh. but at least I can assure my mother that no one else will have these types of Christmas ornaments. But I don't think they look too bad, at least, but not really what I had in mind. My gloves start to stick to it. Yeah, I will leave them like that. I don't think I can really add something to make them look better. And a little bit more blue, then I am done with those. So this will be quite interesting to see the finished result. Yeah, I will move it and put it there. See if I need to add some paper underneath it. And now oh, my gloves are quite sparkly. Hopefully you can see. I will actually take out a canvas and just pour every leftover on it. And I know to the next time that I don't need all the pouring medium. Yeah, so I will prepare for that and I will be back in a little bit. Hi, now we're back to my messiest art experience ever. So I have taken out this canvas, scraped up some of the pouring leftovers just to get a surface and see if the colors I am pouring on it moves a little bit more smooth. And I just will add all the leftover colors in a mug, and we will see how this is going to turn out. Maybe this is just a one-time experiment. the last is the cobalt blue. So, and I did not think this through, but do it fast. And yeah, I will just lift it up and try to move it a little bit, and hopefully this will work out. And everything on my art desk right now is a mess. Oh my god. And lift it up. Whee! Oh, it looks quite good in the mug. But something I have learned now is that I will not need so much pouring medium. That it's better to mix with more liquid paint, and that it is just messy with acrylic pouring. But hopefully the results will be quite nice. It will need 24 to 48 hours to dry, so it will be a while before I can show you the results, and I will try to see if I can get out some more of the last paint. And I have seen that some people use a hairdryer to make the paint move better, which is a good idea, but I have no spaces left for any more cables, because I have 4 lights in right now and my computer, so otherwise that had been quite good to make the colors move around a little bit better. Maybe I actually will have to do it, because I don't know how else I will make the colors move. So I actually think that I will put out one of the lights and just get a hairdryer. Oh, it's white colors left. So I really need to get a new white and a new black if I am doing this again. Yeah, I will just get the hair dryer So here is my old hairdryer, and I will reduce the noise of this part, don't worry. So let's see. Nope, that didn't work out as well, and I'm a little bit afraid that the colors are going to dry. Oh my god. So this is just a mess. Mess. So let's just mix all the colors like that. Hopefully this can at least be a nice background for some painting. So that was quite anticlimactic, but let's see if it will move somewhat, at least. It's moving slowly. Yeah. Slow and steady wins the race. Maybe I just should have done this from the beginning with this. But it's so slow, it's moving so slow. Maybe some artists speed up the process because, or rather, they have more liquidy mixes than I have. See if I can add some more leftovers. Just add small tiniest bits. See if I can get a little bit more movement. if I can add up some of the paints that have been running. Get a little more, no. So let's see how it will move. I will help it a little bit with my palette knife, so it just isn't blobs of colors. And do you know what? I just go in for with the hairdryer again, just one more time. No, that's just it. It's not good, and things fell onto the floor. Do you know what? I think I will just leave it like this. I don't think I can make this any better at this point. Maybe just let it run a little bit more, but I think it starts to dry a little bit. So I will see you in a bit, and for you it's just a minute. For me it's 1 to 2 days. So we will see how everything looks while it's dried. Okay, so now it has been around 1.5 days since I did the pouring, and I am about to remove the tape on the boxes, and I thought that I would show you how I have done this. First I open up the boxes with this little tool. I did it around 8 or 9 hours after I had been pouring on the boxes, and the paint was still a little bit like gum in consistency. So I just used this tool like this and bend it up and poke and broke the paint. So this is a nail filing tool. I think it's the correct word. So it has a little bit of a hook, and it has been very useful in other ways with my painting. So this is how the boxes looks inside. You can see that I have taped here around the edge. So I will just start to remove it, and hopefully this will go quite well. I am afraid that it might have got stuck a little bit in the paint, but it seems quite good. And I think I will have to sandpaper some of the edges to make them flat and smooth. That's a hard word to pronounce, like so many other words. And for the inside and bottom of the boxes I will be using craft paint, just so I don't have to use any more gesso, because I'm tired of gessoing. It's so time consuming. Here it has stuck a little bit, and there did the tape go and break. Yeah. But quite nice edges. And I also, as you might can tell, did remove the tape also at the same time that I did open the boxes. And around the lock here, hopefully you can see, the paint doesn't go all the way, so I will use some paint and some brush to fix that. So now you know how I did this. If you want to test out to pour on boxes. So I did have this tape on both for the gessoing and pouring part. And here it has been stuck a little bit, like with the other box. So I will let the boxes dry for like one more day before I show you them properly. But for you that will only be a few minutes from now. So all the tape is removed. So sandpapering and painting the inside and a little bit on around the lock, and this thing is that I still don't know what they are called. I probably should have googled that, but it's not a very useful word for me. I just need it right now and a little bit earlier, so yeah. See you in a few seconds with all the finished pieces. So now it's time to show you the finished result of my little experiment. So here is the canvas, and I realized when I have been going through the footage of my pouring that I should have used a smaller canvas to maybe get some of that flow that I was hoping for. So I'm not happy with this. I tried to move the colors around a little bit and add some leftovers to get a nice something, but it just looks like a mess right now. But I will try to have this as a background for some painting in the future. I don't know when, but I will use it. So, but I really love the shine of the iridescent and silver and gold, and I hope you can see that. You get a little bit shine on my lamps here. Yeah, so that is the canvas. And then we have the ornaments that I still have on this little rack thing because it's so handy. So they turned out quite nice. And I got a little bit like a drop here, but I does not mind that. I don't mind that. But if I ever do this again, I will tape the thread on them so I don't get any color there. So that's one. And here is second one. And it looks quite cool when the paint ran over some other paints and creating this sort of pattern. And the last one. That I think actually is my favorite. And my mother approved of them, so that's good. She was not disappointed. And last, there is these two wooden boxes, and they actually turned out quite nice. I did show you when I was taking out the tape, and the edges turned out quite well actually, but here on the metal parts, I think if I ever are doing this again, I will take them out and just have masking tape on there and put them on later. But as you can see here, there are some white showing through, and one reason is because I have painted them inside white, this white and this black. So the thing I will be doing later is to add some dots of color around the edges here, so when it is closed you can't see any white. And also some around the metal things, like the lock and these thingies. And I also will be painting the bottom, probably in black, but that color did smell so very bad, and because of the cold I cannot have the windows open right now, so I will wait with that. But quite like this side of the big one, and I hope you can see that properly. I like the flow of the colors. So, and you can see that the colors on the side is not even, but I don't mind that. And I got some nice shine with the iridescent color mixed in with the other one. So that's how they turned out, and as I said, I'm quite happy with the wooden items, not so much with the canvas. But I know now that if I ever will try this again, I will do some stuff different, especially with mixing the pouring medium with the colors and add more pouring medium, so I get a more flowy mix. And I actually have been ordering a big bottle of pouring medium, so I will be doing some more pouring in the future. But I have to buy a new black and white color before I will do that. And also I think I will wait until the weather is a little bit better so I can open the window, because that is quite a strong smell of the pouring medium. And now it's winter and cold, so I cannot open the windows even for a little bit, because then we will be freezing quite a lot inside. Yeah, I can show you the sides of this as well. Not quite as nice pattern as on the big one. Here I got a little more mix of the colors, so they are not as clear. Each color are not as clear as they are on the top, as on the sides. So I really hope that you enjoyed seeing me doing acrylic pouring without any plan, and hopefully you get some fun out of it. So with these types of thing you can't really take it too seriously, especially when it's your first time. You never really succeed on your first time doing anything. Not me at least. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button on this video if you liked it. So with that being said, I hope you have a good day or night or whatever you're having, and I really hope that I will see you in my next video. So bye bye for now.